Day 9 of the 2014 Commonwealth Games, and the world's fastest man finally makes his bow. While there are 7 golds up for grabs in track and field. There are just 3 finals left before gymnastics makes a perfectly executed dismount from Glasgow. In table tennis, Singapore are guaranteed a gold in the women's singles, but can India stop them in the men's doubles? And there are eyes on the bigger prize in a thrilling night of boxing semi-finals. We start at Hampden Park though, with an evening of top-class finals.
Another 7 gold medals were up for grabs at Hampden Park on the penultimate day of athletics in Glasgow. And one of those came in the women's 800 metres. World champion Eunice Soom had her sights set on gold, while European champion Lindsay Sharp was hoping for a special night in her national stadium. We join it as they approach the bell.
Soom looking confident, looking comfortable, but look at the pace. 58.2 at the bell. Eunice Soom is really putting down a marker in this 800 metres. She's testing the rest, and when will they start to fade? Meadows still in second place. Jess Judd in 4th, Nanyondo's in 3rd. Still no move from Bishop, and Sharp's getting boxed a little bit on the inside. Bishop just rocking and rolling back with the 2 athletes from New Zealand. Nanyondo is up on the inside, but Jenny Meadows is outside her. She just takes a little stumble there, Nanyondo, as Jess Judd comes up on the outside. Still Eunice Soom leading. She took it through hard. She's laid it down, the world champion. Can she produce the double here and do the Commonwealth? Lindsay Sharp is trying to get in the mix for a medal. Eunice Soom coming away here. Nanyondo's tying up. Lindsay Sharp's having the best race of her career. Eunice Soom, the world champion, is the Commonwealth champion, and Lindsay Sharp has produced a scintillating finish. She gets the silver medal and edges Uganda's Nanyondo down to 3rd. The class was Eunice Soom. She's taken the gold. A great medal for the 20-year-old Nanyondo, but what a story for Lindsay Sharp. The European champion 2 years ago. She's had her tough times with injuries. She left it late, and she has delivered the best performance of her career without any shadow of a doubt.
In the women's high jump, bronze medalist from 4 years ago, Laverne Spencer from St Lucia, put herself in contention for another medal in Glasgow as she cleared 1.92 metres. England's Isabel Pooley picked the perfect time to jump a lifetime best, equalling Spencer's jump of 1.92, but as she cleared on her first attempt, she took the lead. But 18-year-old world youth champion Eleanor Patterson from Australia had been looking very strong, and she cleared a season's best height of 1.94 metres to claim the gold medal. So gold for Patterson and Australia, England's Isabel Pooley with the silver, and bronze went to St Lucia and Laverne Spencer. In the men's pole vault final, Shaughnessy Barber from Canada cleared 5.45 metres to guarantee himself a medal. But there was a great battle between 2 Englishmen for the top 2 places. Luke Cutts, seen here, clearing 5.55 metres, a height that was then equalled by his teammate Stephen Lewis. Both failed at 5.6 metres, and with nothing to split the pair, they were stuck in deadlock. Cutts then failed to clear 5.55 for a second time. Could Lewis make him pay and take the title?
And we have a winner. We have a gold medal winner, the Commonwealth champion in the men's pole vault. He puts his head in his hands. Steve Lewis of England.
So in England 1-2 in the pole vault as Stephen Lewis pips Luke Cutts to the gold, while Canada's Shaughnessy Barber takes the bronze. Olympic champion Ezekiel Kemboi headed a strong field of Kenyans in the men's 3,000 metre steeplechase as he looked for a second Commonwealth gold in this event. Could anyone stop the Africans claiming further success? We join with a lap to go.
Birech leads from Endiku, but only just from Camboy, who now is right with them, and he's got them in his sights as they come up this time to take the bell. The time is irrelevant. It's a battle now between the three great Kenyans. Birech leads from Endiku. Then comes Camboy, just tracking Birech right behind him. Endiku is on Birech's shoulder, waiting to pounce. Now who's got the sprint speed? Birech still in front. Endiku looks strong and now takes it on. Camboy responds and he wants to go with him. Birech looks at this stage as though he might be beaten. It's Endiku from Camboy. Birech hanging on for third place. 200 metres to go. Endiku from Camboy, and suddenly he goes further clear as Birech now responds and comes back into it. Endiku over the final barrier and goes for the line, and Endiku now with just one barrier still to clear. Birech and Camboy, the two great names behind him, but Endiku, over he goes, and the man who he reckoned was ranked third of these Kenyans comes up to the line and wins brilliantly. Jonathan Endiku has taken that one by the scruff of the neck, and he was poised and placed perfectly as Camboy comes across the line, desperately tired. Fourth place for the Canadian Winter, fifth place for James Wilkinson of England. We certainly didn't expect that as the way it was going to pan out. Jonathan Endiku, twice World Junior Champion, he's now the Commonwealth Games Champion. And that, by the way, is a new Games record, beating the mark set by Johnston Kipkoech in Victoria back in 1994.
26 athletes lined up for the men's 10,000 metre final, with Moses Kipsero from Uganda aiming to become the first man to defend his title over this distance. Could he do it and at the same time win Uganda's first gold of the Games?
A fascinating climax in prospect to this men's 10,000 metres. Kirui leads on the inside. Robertson, who fell in the final of the 5,000, is trying to mount a challenge, and look at that, coming wide on the outside. It's the third of the Kenyans. Chariot down the back straight. Kirui. Levins has managed to force his way through on the inside of Chariot, and still there's no decisive break, and Levins has tried to go for it. Perhaps there's some confusion with the chasers. Kirui's just been knocked out of his stride a little bit. Moses Kipsero is in third place. Levins has got this crowd on their feet. It's Bet in second place. Kipsero is third. And Bet now coming up onto the shoulder of the Canadian. But Kipsero, can he find a way through on the inside? What a finish! A three-way battle for the line. It's so close. And I think Kipsero may well have just done it. Unbelievable, with no form, with no previous earlier this season. I think Moses Kipsero may well have taken it by a fraction of a margin. Unbelievable. Kipsero has been given it by 3/100ths of a second. You will rarely see a closer 10,000 metre finish than that. Moses Kipsero has become the first man in history to defend this title.
In the women's discus final, England's Jade Lally climbed into a medal position with a season's best throw of 60.48 metres. But bronze medalist in Delhi, Seema Punia from India, also threw a season's best with this 61.61 metre effort on her fifth attempt. Two good throws, but it wasn't enough to catch leader Dani Samuels from Australia. This 64.88 metre throw on her third attempt, proving to be the best of the day. So gold to Australia and Dani Samuels, Seema Punia from India taking the silver, while England's Jade Lally claimed bronze. The heats for the 4x100 metre relay also took place on day 9. In the women's event, Jamaica were strong favourites, and they certainly delivered with a Games record time. So Jamaica qualify fastest, with England and Canada making up the top three. Nigeria, without double gold medalist Blessing Okabare, qualified as Heat 1 winners. Into the men's heats, and it meant a first glimpse of the world's fastest man for the Hampden crowd.
The man's here, he's ready to rock and roll. All that Usain Bolt is bothered about is running well, representing Jamaica and taking part in Glasgow 2014.
Here we go with the men's 4x100 metre relay, Heat 2. All eyes on Jamaica on the inside lane.
Set.
So away they go. Kimari Roach was a little bit slow out of the blocks, and it's the Nigerian Aguero who's really going well onto the first handover. The Australians moving well also. Not a great changeover from the Nigerians, and Australia may have a slight advantage, but Jamaica now with Julian Fort on the inside. He's going to be handing over to Nikhil Ashmead, and that's a good changeover. It's Jamaica and Nigeria with Australia out on the outside, and now it's going to be Usain Bolt, and he takes on just about in the lead, and the great man goes for the line. Nigerian right alongside him, and Bolt is not full out, and he's conserving himself, and he wins second place. Nigeria with Mark Jelks winning time 38.98. And Usain Bolt, well, he was a long way away from vintage Usain. He looked a bit heavy and a bit laboured to me. Didn't look like his best by any means, but he's here and he's smiling, and he's taken Jamaica around on the anchor leg, and he's got them into the final. Now look at Kimari Roach. I suspect that he might have sustained some sort of an injury there. He just seemed to go as though maybe his hamstring had gone, and that would explain why the Jamaicans had that poor lead-off leg.
Look at that. He may not be top super speed, but even this man at 70-75% has the potential to take on anybody in the Commonwealth. That's nice.
So Usain Bolt will make one more appearance at the Glasgow Games as Jamaica qualify for the final on day 10. Trinidad and Tobago are likely to be their main challenge for the gold, as they went through with the fastest time, while England won Heat 3.
Back. Yes.
Sally Pearson carried the tag of Australian poster girl on the track as she aimed to defend her title in the 100-metre hurdles. She lost her world title last year, and the Olympic champion doesn't want to lose another one in Glasgow.
Pearson gets out of the blocks well, and she's the first to rise. Porter's got it to do, and Pearson is coming away. If she keeps her hurdling fluently, surely she'll get there. Porter's coming back, but it's going to be Pearson. Pearson from Porter, 12.67 seconds, and she is Commonwealth champion once again. Her problems off the track behind her. On the track, she rules supreme in this event. Tiffany Porter ran a good race. She was coming back a little at one stage, and it was 0.1 metres per second, virtually windless, and it was beautiful hurdling from Sally Pearson. Best of the season, 12.59. It's a cool night here, but she came home ahead of Tiffany Porter by more than 1/10 of a second. Tiffany Porter hurdled well, but Sally Pearson so fluent, such good technique, and coming steaming home, well clear of the field and defending her title.